Hey everyone, what's up? Today, I want to showcase the RuneMaster Mastery from Last Epoch and explain why I think it might be the most unique spellcaster class I've ever played in an action RPG. This is part one of a planned multi-part class showcase series, so feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of these in the future. So, what makes the RuneMaster so unique and interesting? This is primarily done through the skill Runic Invocation. How Runic Invocation works is that when you cast an elemental spell, you gain a rune of the corresponding element type, which stacks up to a maximum of 3 runes. When Runic Invocation is cast, it consumes all of the runes you have stacked and casts a corresponding spell based on the order and combination of runes consumed. This means that based on the number and combination of rune element types you have stacked, a different skill is cast, which has variable elemental type damage and power scaling. So first I'm going to use the combination of fire, cold, and then lightning, which gives me this cool beam, right? We can do, say, 3 lightning, right? So I'm casting this lightning blast skill. Does something different. 3 cold. Out of mana right now. Does like a blizzard attack. Alright, so this is a lightning, cold, and fire. Now if we go cold, fire, and lightning, does a pretty big AoE attack. If we go fire, lightning, and cold, we get this like ticking time bomb, but it hits really hard. Once again. Those are just a few of the combinations of, say, 3 of the element types. But you can also just do 2, right? And this casts an even different spell. Or maybe I want to do 2 lightning. I want to do 2 cold. So there's just a lot of different options that you can do with this skill. Going back to the OG here. For all of my spin to win friends, you love this combination for sure. I ran into some scorpions that were resistant to fire. You can cast, say, a lightning or a cold skill and kill them much faster. I don't really have to worry about fire because I have 2 other elements that are happening at the same time. Now what I want to talk about next are some other skills that you can use to generate runes faster than just using individual lightning, fire, and cold skills. The first rune generating skill that I want to showcase is called Rune Bolt. As you'll read here on the tooltip, this is actually a combo attack with the first part generating fire, the second lightning, and the third being cold. It goes in a specific order whenever I cast this. So you'll just see every time above my head, let me go ahead and cast my Runic Invocation here. It's lightning, cold, fire. What's cool is I can also, like, say I cast another one, right? I can shift one that is going to be first versus the one that's in the middle versus the one that's at the end. So looking at this one, I'm now seeing fire, lightning, and cold, which casts a different skill. The first cast of this is going to give me that fire rune, the second lightning, the third being cold. And then if I hit it a 4th time, it'll repeat the order. So you're able to kind of get your 3 different combinations if you decide which order of those 3 that you like. Now what is cool about this is within the skill specialization is you can spec into specific elements. So say I don't want to use all 3 of the different element types and I want to kind of specialize, or maybe I like one of the skills that is better, say one of the cold skills, one of the lightning skills, one of the fire skills that is just simply better. You can specialize into that. Now I've respec'd some and added some points up here. You can focus into lightning. So just to show you a couple of these additional skills. And so what happens now is you'll see like I've got 3 lightning runes above my head. Whenever I cast now, we'll go ahead and cast the Runic Invocation. But when I use Runic Bolt now, right, it's always lightning. So I'm able to now focus that element. And instead of it generating cold and fire runes, I'm able to specialize directly into lightning. And so that can be good for a lot of builds, especially if you're looking for something to synergize well with plus to lightning damage gear that you might find. Another skill I want to showcase for you as being a possible option for generating runes is called Elemental Nova. Whenever I cast it, it goes in a specific order. So if we go into the actual specialization, now let's say I want to specialize this into lightning, right? So this will give me that lightning mod, get some other options, get some ward there. But you have the option here, like to spec this into ice, to spec this into fire, to spec this into nova. Now that I put a point into lightning, right, you'll see that all of my nova is now lightning. It's just a great way to specialize into a specific element if you want that. But as I demonstrated earlier, you also have the ability to just use all of the elements, and you're still going to be able to generate some very, very powerful and useful skills. So, what do you think? Does the RuneMaster look like a unique and interesting spellcaster class mastery to you? Is it something you are interested in playing come launch? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to playing with all of you later this month when 1.0 launch finally drops.